This past year, the United States Department of Defense estimated that China is on track to field 1,000 nuclear warheads by 2030. Satellite images revealing the construction of over 100 new missile silos in northwestern China have headlined the expansion of China's nuclear capabilities. China also continues to develop and field a variety of new delivery systems for these warheads, including theater-range ballistic missiles, anti-ship, and dual-use systems. These capabilities carry important implications for the way China's nuclear weapons could be used in crisis or conflict with the United States. Some analysts have argued that China's evolving nuclear arsenal reinforces strategic stability by solidifying nuclear stalemate with the United States. This argument supposes that by ensuring that neither the United States nor China can emerge victorious from a strategic nuclear exchange, nuclear weapons use ultimately becomes less likely. Similarly, analysts have also argued that by reinforcing strategic stability, the expansion and modernization of China's nuclear arsenal aligns with China's traditional no-first-use policy, which is premised on ensuring a secure second strike capability to deter potential nuclear aggression. However, viewing China's modernization and expansion in the context of great power competition in the Indo-Pacific, and in the context of published papers on Chinese strategic thinking, China's evolving arsenal seems to offer Chinese leadership a greater range of options for nuclear coercion and even asymmetric escalation. First, the delivery systems with which China is modernizing its nuclear arsenal go well beyond merely reinforcing strategic stability. China's theater-range ballistic missiles enable China to deliver nuclear weapons on hypersonic glide vehicles and to surface ships throughout the first and second island chains. Rather than hold strategic U.S. assets at risk, these weapons appear to be designed for non-strategic nuclear warfighting against naval and ground targets in the Indo-Pacific. Additionally, these ballistic missiles are road mobile and dual use, meaning they can be dispersed and used for conventional as well as nuclear missions. This would allow China to utilize these platforms for signaling and potential coercion in a crisis or conflict, perhaps by dispersing a brigade to threaten nuclear escalation. In addition to China's new nuclear capabilities, there are strands of Chinese strategic thinking that give conceptual life to Chinese nuclear coercion and even suggest that future first use could be possible. In fact, some of the sources cited as evidence of China's commitment to no first use contain contradictions or ambiguities and offer divergent avenues of strategic thinking. For example, the 2019 National Defense the New Era white paper firmly avows China's traditional commitment to no first use, but it also emphasizes Chinese armed forces adapting to new demands as needed to effectively fulfill strategic objectives, implying some innate flexibility and potential for policy change in the future. The 2020 Science of Military Strategy, a publication by the PLA Academy of Military Science, goes even further, describing nuclear strategy as inherently flexible and changing as the times require. The 2020 SMS also speaks openly of coercively leveraging the threat of nuclear weapons and the value of developing asymmetric strike methods to compensate for naval and air losses. The potential for Chinese nuclear coercion or asymmetric escalation therefore lies not just in its capabilities, but also in the country's public-facing discourse on nuclear strategy. As China continues its nuclear modernization, U.S. leaders will need to continue pursuing confidence-building exchanges and will need to reinterrogate the sufficiency of U.S. nuclear capabilities.